Do you want the black in the middle, or do you want the red in the middle? Or does it really matter?
I don't really think it matters. Because I'm not sold on the idea of color being something that is a factor, because...
That's good.
Yeah. But if they are to orient themselves... Hey! Just for the sake of resetting it, I might... So there are rubber gaskets on here, and there might be a little bit of like rubber or like memory going on there.
That's the newest one too. We haven't played with that one.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we are going to go ahead and get started.
Oh, one just went off.
Okay, we'll let it go off. Hey.
That's so weird. This is my first time seeing that happen.
Alrighty, so to any spirit occupying this space, we have traveled over here from a city east of here called Huntsville, and we have heard that there might be spirits, ghosts, whatever you might call them, occupying this space, and we wanted to come out and maybe spend some time with you and have a conversation with you. Plenty of people come here to visit the building itself, but not many people come to give you any sort of attention, and so that is exactly what we're here to do, and we're going to do that all night. So tonight you are the star of the show, and we'd like to give you as many opportunities to say hello, to interact with us as you would like. But before we get started, I would like to introduce ourselves to you so that we are proper. My name is David.
My name is Jessica.
My name is Diana.
And we would like to have a conversation with you. If this is you interacting with these objects on this chair, we thank you. We would like to use these as a method of communication. And it seems like you like to play with them. So we call these things flashlights. You may know them as torches or lanterns, but as you're finding out right now, if you put your energy into it, if you twist the front of it, those lights can turn on. And if you do the same thing in the other direction, they can turn back off. Can you turn that middle one off for me?
Thank you.
Thank you. So we would like to establish a yes and no and maybe arrangement with the flashlights. I'm going to stand in front of them. The one to my left hand here, the one that you just turned on, we will use that one as yes. This one to my right hand, we will use as no. And the one in the middle can be maybe. Can you turn that one off for me? Okay, there's the no. If you understand these instructions, can you turn on the one on the left for yes? This one over here. Put your energy into it.
That's a maybe.
Maybe. I'm going to ask one more time. If you understand these instructions, can you turn this one on to the left? Awesome. Thank you very much. I would like to ask a couple of control questions that anyone should know. And these are just going to be really simple questions. So my first control question is a giraffe a bird? Yes or no? That is wrong. That is not the right answer. So I'm wondering, when we were passing through here earlier, we had noticed that there was the camera over here kept looking down towards the door. And we were doing our EMF sweep, trying to see if something was over here, and we saw it blip 1 or 2 times, and it's possible that this isn't an intelligent thing that's happening. It's possible that this is residual energy just passing through this area.
Being a doorway?
In the doorway, it could be that there's something moving around the room, like if we were to suppose that there is a nurse working here, like on their side there's a nurse working here tending to wounded patients, that nurse might be moving in and out of this area. So it could just be that the energy is just passing through, and it's not anything that we can address or that they can talk back to. It's just, see, these are just kind of going off. And I feel like if it was just the flashlights were just, just a little messed up or something, it would stay on.
Yeah.
Or it would be stuck in like the flickering stage. Yeah. Or it would be the same flashlight, or it might happen once or twice and then not happen anymore. Mm-hmm. But I mean, this has been pretty constant for 5 minutes or so.
Yeah. There's definitely something flowing through there.
Yeah.
It also could just be that, they're like, ooh, energy, let's touch it.
Yeah. So if there's anything that you see here that could help you build energy so that you can talk to us later, any of these objects that we brought, these tools, feel free to tap into those and pull energy from them. We have this funny looking device under the table here that is supposed to be pumping some energy into the area. If you want to go hang out with that for a little while, if you want to go sit near it, if you want to touch it, it might give you some energy. Yeah, it's super cool.
So an interesting thing is happening that the camera is picking up, but we can't really, is that even though the flashlight is on in a constant state like that, it's changing brightness in a very, very minor amount that the camera's picking up.
Oh, she's out.
We had a second one. I had it. It's mine. So if you are here, I'm just going to approach these lights. I have this other device with me. It has some funny looking lights on it. I'm just going to approach. This shouldn't hurt you. I'm just going to see if there's any kind of energy around this chair.
What if you just set it on the floor behind the chair? Or, yeah, where the camera can see it.
That one or that one?
No, just, there's 3 cameras on it right now, so.
So I don't currently think that this right here is a intelligent thing. I think it's some kind. It's some kind of energy is
Residual.
thrown, residual or
Ambient, sorry.
some kind of ambient energy maybe. But just the fact that they're turning off, I feel like, I don't know.
They're turning off and they're turning on, and there's no EMF.
Yeah, or at least, so it's my understanding that these EMF meters do have a lower limit and an upper limit. They only detect a certain amount. So if there is anything there, it's probably just too low of an EMF.
But the flashlights are picking it up.
Yeah. So, is there any way you can turn on 2 of the flashlights? Let's turn them back off. Can you turn the 2 of them on at the same time?
Instructions unclear. That's a maybe.
That's a maybe. if they're following the previous instructions.
And if there is someone here that we are communicating with, I do want to let you know that we do come here with respect, and that we are not trying to get you to perform for us. We are trying to establish communication with you.
To establish trust.
To establish trust, but we can't hear you, we can't see you. So using these tools that we've brought is a way that we can perceive you. Can you turn that 3rd one on for me, please?
It'll take. That's such a strange behavior of the light.
So I am also curious. This thing for the room, this is what's called a REM pod, and it is sort of the backwards sibling of the EMF detector. What this does, this antenna on here emits a small electromagnetic field, and anything that disrupts that field, like such, will cause that sound to go off.
You're also very close to the plasma ball right now.
Yeah. It'll cause those lights to go off.
It really only has like a range of like a foot. So like you have to be right up next to it for it to go off.
So again, if there's anyone here that we might be communicating with, this new tool that I've set in front of that chair, it has a little metal rod on it. If you go near that, if you go really close to it, or if you try to touch it or grab it, it'll make some noise and light up just like I showed. It should not hurt you, and it's just going to be a way that we can perceive you. It never went off at Waverly, by the way. So, and it's my understanding that these don't go off lightly.
I saw it get right in there. The flashlight.
If you're over there, can you go touch that metal rod?
Can you approach the chair? There's a chair in front of the doorway. Can you sit in the chair?
too much out of this,
Yeah.
considering everything we said before. So, let's maybe try another room.
Yeah.
Let's maybe go over to the oldest section real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.